There is a Porsche 914 like this that sold for $75,000 at auction. I think it was on a Bring a Trader, and all it had was a good restoration, and it had a 2.0 liter engine. Mine, it has a 2.0 liter engine, but this car was heavily modified. So I don't think this is a good candidate for restoration. For instance, the roll cage is welded in multiple places. It's welded in on this corner, right here, and a little bit over here. With that being said, I'm going to cut a giant hole right here on top of the hood. And most of you might ask, why would you ruin a good hood like this? This hood is not perfect. This being a race car, I think it was on a front end collision here, and things are not straight. If you look here, you can see there's a little bit of damage, and the worst damage is right in here in the latching mechanism. You can see this hood would not open, and they dug a hole in here and forced it to open. It makes it very difficult for me to open this hood. The other thing is the hood looks perfect from outside, but if you look on the inside, you can see right here there was a damage, and you can see on this supporting structure there is also a damage. So when this car had a little bit of a front end collision, it bent this support structure here, and you can see there is a little bit of separation between the support structure here and the hood itself. So I feel okay cutting a hole in it. So the real reason I want to put a hole there is to have easy access to the fuel cap. So when I go to the gas station, I have to open this and get to my fuel cap right here. But since it's very difficult to open this, I don't want to be stuck at a gas station doing that. So I'll put a fuel cap right here. So all I have to do is open this, reach in there, open the cap, and put gas in there, close it, and go. The only time I have to open this hood is to service the fuel filter and the oil filter. My previous 914 had one, and I liked it. It was very convenient. And also people with older 911s, they have a hole here in order to get to the gas cap. I think Porsche wanted to put a hole in here anyways, because if you look at the support structure in the back, they had a little bit of an indentation here, and I think that's where they plan to put like a fuel door here. So I'm just going to add one myself. So what I'm using is a Sharpie tape measure here, the fuel door, and then you need this to cut the hole, and this is 4.5 inches. So the diameter covers this area right here. I ran out of the blue tape, so I'm just using this. So in order to mark the middle or the center of the fuel cap, I use this small Sharpie. I taped it down here, and then I close the hood, and then I put a dot right there. So I already marked it. So I'll do some more measurement just to make sure I am where I'm supposed to be. After doing some measurement, that's the middle of where I need to drill the hole. I put a little mark right here, and I measure to this point, and from this point to this second point here. And then I did the same. I put a mark in the middle, if you can see, and I measured from here to the cowl, and from here to the fender. So I think I got it pretty close. When I used the Sharpie from underneath and closed the hood, it was a little bit off. It was right over here. So I think the measurement got me a little bit closer. So I'm going to drill a hole, and then I'll check to see if we are in the center. So if it's not in the center, then I can move the hole until we get to the center. So my measurements were perfect. I'm right in the middle. I can see right through, and I can see the little dot I put on the fuel cap. So I'm going to now tape this area and then cut the whole thing. We successfully cut out the hole, and it's right in the middle, so it's nicely centered. But there's a lot of metal shaving that goes everywhere, so make sure you put enough cover under the hood so you don't get any metal shaving in there. I'm going to smooth out the edges because they're a little bit sharp. I'll file them down to smooth it out, and I'm going to center this thing here and then drill the holes. So I drilled the holes and I put a few bolts here, and this is how it's supposed to work. And then you open it and then get to your gas cap and then unscrew it open. So we have a little bit of a problem. So when this door is moving, this side comes down a little bit. You can see this hinge, so it comes down and it pushes on the hood. So I need to cut this hole and include this piece over here, so when I open the door it doesn't push on the hood and it opens freely. So I just finished the additional cut out over here, so let's do a quick mock-up. See, now it opens and it closes with no issues. So I'll go ahead and install it now. So I could not resist. I had to put some type of a hood ornament. This one actually changes color depending on what angle you are on. See. So if anyone else is interested in ruining the hood, so the diameter on this hole is about 4.5 inches. Very good size for your hands to fit. And you can see it's kind of perfect, even aligned with the interior there. And mine was a little bit cheap, so I had to bend this one a little bit so it can actually latch to the bottom here. But now it latches and it closes. And it doesn't have a lot of play, so that's good. So this is how it looks like on the inside. You can see the two bolts, this one and this one over here, that I did not have the right size. But everything looks pretty clean down here. So I'm pretty happy with the way it looks. This is the main reason I'm doing this, because when I pull the latch to open it, it's very difficult to open. And also due to this roll cage, it's difficult to get to this latch. So you have to put like 2 fingers. Even when you have the hands on the inside, it does take huge amount of force to try to pull this. So maybe the cable need to be replaced, but also the damage up front is not helping. So that's it for this episode. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys on the next one.